EXP runes. They have a zillion. Yeah.
Berserker, Warrior, Lancer, Warrior.
I will cut that out later.
Chris, just
Okay.
press Alt Enter.
Too late. I closed it all the way. Oh my god. A Q. A Q.
Wait, so you're not in the game?
Chloe,
Not yet. Just give me a sec.
Okay.
you know what it's time for? More rave.
More rave.
I don't think you're gonna miss anything.
Spectating.
They're actually playing.
CHCI IB alumni. The twins, John and Andrew Martin, and Annie Lee, playing
Herp derp.
Riven, Vagar, Kog'Maw, respectively. Teams are Varus, Soraka, Nidalee, Alistar, and LeBlanc on the blue team. And our three heroes with their aforementioned champions, as well as Amumu and Tarek on the purple team. Both teams running kind of double support-ish. Tanky support type junglers in Amumu and Alistar.
And we're lucky enough all three of the people that we're looking at are in each of the three respective lanes. So this should be a great spectating game.
As we see here, LeBlanc and Nidalee just watching for the potential invade. Of course not coming out right now from purple team.
Gems.
Clearly,
Gems are
Amumu's
truly
not the best
outrageous.
invader.
Tarek,
They are true.
Tarek talking about his gems.
Truly.
Standard.
Amumu is the best invader. What are you talking about?
Amumu's definitely not the best invader.
He's like reverse Blitzcrank.
But if you invade with Amumu, you have to start with your Q, which means that you can't clear the jungle without help.
Exactly, reverse Blitzcrank.
Neither jungler optimizing their route and taking a small camp before blue.
Amumu also starting with Despair over Panther, which is actually a faster faster clear. And leaves you with more
That was
mana.
just a more survivability clear. By like a small amount of health.
Tantrums is more survivability clear. It gives
No,
you-
I thought you said, never mind.
No, he started with Despair, which is a slower clear and leaves you with less health.
So it's strictly just the worst.
It's strictly worse. But because it was standard when back in the jungle had more health, most people that don't play often or just haven't checked out newer guides still start with it.
Okay, and about this lane matchup, we have Kog'Maw Tarek versus Varus Soraka bottom, Riven Nidalee top lane, and Vagar LeBlanc in mid. Two very high burst DPS mid lanes, don't you say?
Yep, but I think that Vigar's gonna have issues till 6 because of that LeBlanc burst. Though Vigar does have an early level advantage, which if he can maintain, he should be all right in lane.
LeBlanc just laying down some poke.
I think we're gonna see. I think in mid we're gonna see quite a bit of walls being either thrown perfectly or losing him the fight.
Yes, that wall stun from Vagar, very, very important in his dueling capabilities. Varus and Soraka laying down a lot of damage going on at Tarek, dipping down to below half health. Taking nothing in return pretty much.
Check out red buff, Amumu getting very low but barely managing to clear it.
But the question is, will he Joe on this clear double golems right here? Oh, never mind, he's just making his way towards top lane.
He already finished them. I kind of surprised he's going to top lane with such low health.
Yeah.
I
This is a very, very...
just noted that he actually started with cloth armor over regrowth pendant and has used all 5 of his pots already. So he's definitely not optimizing his jungle route. He has 1 point in each of his 3 skills.
And Alistar, also right now below half health.
He started with boots, so he seems to be doing a little better.
He has 1 point in his heal, so that does allow him to keep himself alive a bit longer in the jungle, but he is still quite low. Veigar did just use a stun right now, so Alistar fixing to gank mid lane, and bot lane also very, very low right now, just to Varus' natural damage with his blight and arrow.
But Veigar was fast enough to flash out before LeBlanc could get the silence off, so...
But top lane does get first blood onto Nidalee. So good job to Riven and Amumu. Amumu with a surprising amount of health considering how low he was going into top lane.
Yes, I noted that as well.
But yeah, as far as jungling matchup goes, Amumu has a pretty nice ability to just farm, as well as Alistar, but they're both... Actually, Alistar's more of a ganking type jungler, because he has that ability to just displace whatever...
He's got the fast clears for wraiths and wolves, but on golems and buffs he just kind of dies, whereas Amumu still does his consistent damage. So...
LeBlanc pushing up mid lane right now.
Yes, LeBlanc pushing rather quickly. Amumu's coming in for a gank, it looks like, but Alistar's not going to come mid, he's going to go for wolves.
Veigar does land circle around LeBlanc, and LeBlanc does let him get stunned.
Amumu hasn't thrown his bandage yet. He bandages to the clone.
But LeBlanc is still in the enemy jungle right now, looping around into mid lane. I do believe her flash is down.
Flash is down. She flashed as soon as she cloned. Not the best use of it, but we're looking at Amumu's...
Veigar lands a pretty big stun, but misses the W on the
now. And he hits it, and Veer picks up the kill. At the same time as Varus gets a kill on Cog bottom. Cog running the wrong direction with his passive and not killing Soraka. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Probably a lag spike.
And Varus picks up the double as well.
Yep.
So that's going to be a bit of a messy bot lane on top of what was already a pretty disadvantageous position.
Why do I get stuck with more bad players? I'm sorry for interrupting your...
No problem. That voice is Adam.
He's in solo queue.
Yeah. Our hearts go out to him and his family for having to put up with some bullshit.
I think I've been muted this entire time.
That is.
I think you have been.
And that voice is Cam, who has super sweet raves by himself for 20 minutes. And blue bot lane actually looking to take this turn pretty early. That'll leave a pretty expensive
Soraka's even
if purple team can lose their lane properly.
minions.
Okay, there's gonna be some weird back road around that right now.
Alistar looking to
Star call. That's it.
gets caught by a Mumu.
Land has bandage slot. Oh, but Alistar is done. Veer's actually queuing up his skills rather nicely. In general, that was really good.
Ward goes down. Of course, that Veigar was recalling it. Alistar landing the headbutt pulverize onto a Mumu very, very low. LeBlanc not really pulling up his spells in order to do one thing good, it seems, but does still manage to do quite a bit of damage and some kill onto the Veigar low on mana, not going to be able to pick up the cross kill. And both teams' blue buffs are up. And that fourth sound you may hear is Cam playing Terra.
I'm sorry.
And that snore you may hear is Cam just being Cam.
It's not me. It's I'm 1/5 of the 5th of it.
What?
My party got wiped trying to kill a Bam, and now we're sitting in a fire generating our stamina, and we're all doing that. We're all making horse noises.
Gotcha.
So Tara flash stunning for no particular reason.
Yeah, full health Soraka, not exactly the easiest thing to kill, even if you are Kog'Maw's.
Looked like he was trying to interrupt her killing the ward, but it didn't.
Oh god.
Looks like bot lane is going to have a lot of trouble here.
As Kog'Maw just hit 6, but the first ulti doesn't go down. Kog'Maw sent hits and Carrot that get ulted by Varus, both get rooted. Carrot goes down to Ignite and some damage. Soraka picking up the kill on that one, actually.
And for some reason, Soraka pinked the middle of the lane. I don't understand.
Sometimes those
Yeah,
wards that get placed in mid lane.
So they clearly had this warded. Amumu not being overly brilliant here. Looks like he will die.
Yeah, Kog'Maw not in any fight to follow up on that Amumu initiate.
Yeah.
No health, no mana.
Yeah, it was a very...
It was a poor decision.
Yeah.
Kog'Maw should just abandon the turret right now, as they can probably just die from it.
Especially since his flash is down.
And bot lane will pick up the turret.
As well as another double kill, though this time Kog was not a part of it.
What?
Varus is getting rather fed.
Yeah, and that...
Though
and
Soraka...
even though he's only been around for a week, people have just learned that his white plus his arrows means a ton of magic damage.
He's only extremely difficult skill to hit is his ult, and this Varus seems to be fairly good at landing it. Which means trouble for our bot lane. Luckily Soraka did get both of the kills in that fight though, so he's not as fed as he could be. But he does have a...
Veigar does pick up solo kill onto LeBlanc.
Surprising with Alistar there.
With a sufficient amount of balls, he might be able to just kill Alistar outright.
Though Alistar's ult is up. And he's not gonna get close enough for the ult.
Alistar, no mana right now.
That's true.
Mana, so
That's true.
while his ult is off cooldown.
But Veigar does not want to engage. He knows that it's warded. He signaled Mumu to fall back.
Veigar with a good stuns and getting all three of them, but Mumu taking a ton of damage from Varus right now.
Varus
Nice dodge on the ult.
missed his ult, so they look like they're safe for now.
Varus not actually leading his shot particularly well as the enemy team did just kind of like a straight line.
Looks like purple team wants to make a play for Baron. I can't really see them being in a position to do it right now, though.
Nidalee coming down from top lane. Riven already recalled.
And Riven's heading top, so this looks like it won't be the best situation in mid.
And Amumu in behind enemy lines right now lands the Vanish Toss onto the ground. Really all he does. Getting 4 members of the team, but getting really low in the process. Not enough damage to the purple team, and Amumu does that ability. Riven still top lane, just trying to keep maybe off the turret, but the team is
Oh my god.
just turtling up in mid lane as all five members of the team are keeping up on it.
Yes, but it got very low in the process.
Blue team looks like they're taking their turn as well right now. A whole lot of purple team can do about that.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
And Varus appears to be teleporting bottom for that 2 CS he picked up.
It's a weird trend. I've seen a lot of normal games lately where ADs are taking teleports for stuff. This Varus actually no escape subclass aside from teleport if you want to counter these ones.
No, teleport.
Nice.
I don't
Nice
count that.
combination.
Yeah, he should have been camped by Mumu, but unfortunately Mumu just didn't have the presence to get down there.
And blue team picks up Dragon.
Yeah,
For free.
purple team, 3k gold behind right now. Not looking good, but by no
Still
means
pretty early.
game, yeah. Still very early, they just need to... And they have a very strong late game. Mumu and Veigar's ults or stuns are very damaging to the other team, not to mention the Riven and Tark, smaller CCs as well.
Riven currently with 3 Doran's Blades against AP Nidalee. Just picked up. Never mind, it's some kind of hybrid Nidalee picking up Blasting Wand and the Pickaxe.
Gonna go for a Rage Blade early.
Yep.
This looks like a newer Nidalee player. She doesn't seem to be leaping towards lane and picking up recommended items. That would be a big boom to them in there.
Riven getting the stun onto Soraka, dealing a ton of damage with that red buff as well. Not really going as far as she probably could. Also coming in from favor though, so that was that ward did see him.
They seem to be sieging top, so...
Blue buff is up right now for purple team. Veigar not really in a position to get it.
Just noted, both teams actually do have CD. That's rather uncommon nowadays.
Looking at map vision, blue has 2 words about the map. Purple has 1.
Amumu missed his Q up top, and does get the ult off, and Riven did some significant damage to Italy, but
is taking a ton in return. Varus barely missing that arrow.
he had to flash out, and it looks like
Soraka is very, very good,
but Alistar
Kog'Maw and Veigar both in mid lane, not able to do some janitorial work. 5-man died.
it was rather.
Veigar not actually pushing up the lane right now either.
Purple team's turret has been
Not
destroyed.
quite
Not
sure.
really alleviating the pressure about the map.
Well, I mean, I guess he is pushing as hard as Veigar can.
But a good solid push because just getting that blue belt that is also important in most AP bids.
Looks like he wants to make a play here, but his ult is down for another 80 seconds, so I'm not quite sure what he's doing. He does hit LeBlanc.
Lulu landed the bandage toss on LeBlanc.
Good bandage toss. But
Nothing really following up on that, so just trying to apply some pressure to get them out of that top lane. Alpha and Soraka have recall, so it's currently 3v5 if all purple team goes in right now.
But it
Veigar
looks
into that tri-bush, but does back away as they lose sight of the 3 champions on blue team that were still top lane. Veigar heading back towards mid lane, maybe going to go get his blue. Maybe that is what's happening.
may be interesting to note that laning phases ended particularly early in this game. It's only 16 minutes, and we've already been out of lane phase for about 5 minutes.
Looking over to CS right now, Veigar, healthy CS lead over LeBlanc, but up a kill, down to assist. Riven,
So-
quite a bit of CS ahead of Italy right now. And bot lane.
Amumu somehow only has 34 CS as well as 4 deaths, so Amumu is extremely behind right now, only running a Philo Stone, Heart of Gold, and the makings of an Aegis.
Really relying on those GP5s in a position to just stay relevant in the game.
He's pretty far behind. It'll have to go pretty late for the GP5s to make a big difference at this point, but if he makes some interesting plays and gets a few assists, he could pull back.
They're just really focused on ganking when it wasn't really necessary. Alistair,
In fact, he got
despite
himself.
being one of those ganking jumpers, was never really around the map that much.
Landing a good and
Search
there.
the dog.
Oh my god. Riven does pick up the kill with the ultimate. Varus, though, still a really big threat in front of Dragon right now. Both teams have a good sense of where the enemy team is, and Alistair and Varus walking right into a ward. Mumu not being as bold as may have liked
Which
him to
usually
be.
are. His ult is up too, but Varus landed a nice Q on him, which probably scared him off.
The purple team just sitting scared in their own jungle right now. Veigar about to walk into Alistair. Hello. Gets knocked up and is trying to escape from mid lane, but Varus is just there to cut him off. Varus landing a good ult on the Veigar, and Veigar goes down.
Varus does pick up the kill there, which is actually only his 3rd kill, though he's doing so well. Landed a nice double Q on Tarek and Kog'Maw, which is doing a significant amount of damage, and we see that he actually did max his Q first over the, I thought, standard W approach. Seems a lot of Varus's are maxing Q for the nice poke damage.
But Mumu dies before he can even get his ult.
Couldn't even bandage toss. He was just destroyed. It looks like Soraka silenced him as well as the Alistar knock up, so he just melted.
All 5 members of blue team are currently in bot lane. LeBlanc scanned right now after being picked off in mid lane. They are looking to they can easily dive this if they want to. Purple team should not be
Italy's long-range spear doing a nice 250, 300 damage on Tarek there.
and pretty heavy poke in general from between Italy and Varus.
the other team really only has Cog to poke,
Yeah,
and
range.
that costs far too much mana to sustain properly. Soraka tanking the tower right now. Amumu could bandage toss an ult, but it looks like they'd rather just keep a safe distance. Probably not the wisest move, but to be fair, they are kind of getting battered right now.
They are pretty deep.
They're a bit demoralized.
Alistair popping his ult is going to come.
Who does get
There's
the
ult lands. Amumu ult lands, but there's just no damage.
It's
coming
just
in
too late.
from the team.
In that fight, turns out only Amumu and Alistair died on each team. Bit surprising.
Purple team realizing that Amumu's dead. We should get the hell out of here. Big
Veigar
burst coming in from Veigar, but not enough to just counter against Soraka, but Riven does come in and helps get a clean kill.
Soraka playing a little bit recklessly, that
Indeed.
not really advisable. She did
Purple
up
team.
as well.
I would like to have more vision of Purple Team jungle with wards from Tarek, because I don't believe anyone on Blue Team has oracles.
No, he has been using CV to scout their own jungle most of the game. They've been playing quite scared. We hit the 21-minute mark and they're down 6k gold, well 5.5k.
Interesting Soraka build here. As in, Soraka feeling very, very confident in their ability to win this and is just going a pretty atypical support build.
Gotta say, not the smartest build. If the game turns around at all, that will not be helpful to her at all.
He did.
But if they continue to stomp it as they have been, then it should be perfectly fine.
LeBlanc pinged down to blue. Just wanted to get it for herself. Wants to make that known to everyone.
CS is a little more lopsided. I guess Riven's still up quite a bit, but Varus is also up about 40 on Kog'Maw.
But Veigar also.
Veigar
quite a bit
also
up on
is.
LeBlanc.
Yeah. However, Amumu. Oh, and Amumu actually did catch up to Alistair, who hasn't actually got much CS in the last 10 minutes. I think he only has 5 CS in the past about 10.
Blue team really just roaming about the map and just applying pressure to as many places as possible. Still no turrets down for them yet, and Purple team does not really have much of an ability to split push aside from Riven, and they really need her to be with the team.
Interestingly, nobody on either team has built any tank items yet other than Amumu's Aegis and Heart of Gold. Doesn't seem like... Even the supports have built extremely squishy.
But Alistair's ultimate ability does give him that sort of no items necessary tankiness, if for a short while.
True, but I think that Aegis will be playing a much larger part than we see it in most games, as it's helping out the entire team gain what little resistances they do have. That plus Amumu's ult should be a huge difference in this game. They may be able to pull this back. They know that they're going for blue. In fact, Kog'Maw gets a... Oh! It's gonna...
Stand across ulti, getting both
Perfect.
mid and
Perfect
Alistair
ults.
out of position. Tarek, warding dragon, it is long gone.
Perfect ult and CC there, catching 2 of them out of position. That was just the boost they needed to demoralize them back into this
They
game.
really need to just push somewhere right now.
They really do,
As
and
in
it looks
push
like...
everywhere right now. Just send one person to each lane and just get those minions to the turret. Because I'm pretty sure Varus' Q and the turret are going to be enough to keep the purple team at bay right now, despite catching Nilly and Alistair right there at their move.
Unfortunately, no one on their team has that idea. Riven going back with full health, and Kog'Maw, I guess they're all at full health. Kog'Maw doing the jungle.
Varus does fuck Kog'Maw, great.
And
That's,
Kog'Maw looked like she's gonna engage there, but then thought better of it. Probably a smart idea on Cog's part. Varus did go back and get a full Phantom Dancer right now. So Varus doesn't actually have any health items at all. He is
Blue
running...
team looks like they're going to take Baron right now. Or just push.
Or just push top.
A summoner has
Ooh.
Ooh, that is.
Ooh, disconnected. That is not good.
Disconnect on the Mumu. They really needed him to be that sort of initiate and CC
Yeah.
while they positioned and dealt their damage, but now they're gonna have to play even more defensively than they were. Purple jungle being taken by them.
Okay, good. Move did reconnect. It's just a momentary blip there.
Wasn't Riven at full health a moment ago? Oh, Veigar filling up the party. Plays down the circle but doesn't manage to make some of the bears. Chris kills Riven and Butcher.
Yeah, he got Varus got both of them, but then Amumu did pick up the counter on. Well, Amumu CC'd Varus, but Cog picked up the kill, which is good. Alistair going back to about half health from about 100 from just between his heals and Nidalee's heals.
Actually won that.
Actually, Soraka may have ulted as well.
The ult is.
Yeah, I think Soraka ulted for the Varus there. Probably not a smart idea since he was clearly dead, but since they don't seem to be engaging anytime soon, I don't think it matters. Interestingly,
The thought was there.
LeBlanc doing particularly badly for an early game champion. Veigar is doing significantly better, which is not good for blue team.
A nice farm Veigar can just kill anyone from 100 to 0.
And LeBlanc's at the point where she can't do much of anything. At this point, she's silenced and about half of one person's health.
And then maybe landing a stun on the right target if it's not killed by
root.
or Tarek.
Yes.
Blue team, nope. Decides that 4 people need to keep those minions off the top turret.
At this point, it's really just Varus keeping blue team afloat, but he is so fed that he is keeping them afloat at the moment. If they can CC him down properly at the start of a fight, we should be seeing some much different fights than we have been.
Blue team just walking around the river, trying to figure out if they can they should just farm these waves that are coming out, or maybe I did not get a timer on the dragon. Any idea when that's coming up?
I'm not sure. Should be in the next, I believe, couple minutes here.
You're right. He's at sincerely confused. Blue team pushing up the lane. 5v5 at the turret is generally not what you want to do, but they do have that poke that allows them to just whittle down the enemy team.
Well, and Dragon just came up, which puts blue in the perfect position to just siege the tower, and the red's terrified at all times that blue will be getting the dragon. They should be sending one person off to go do that, but
that one person
like
is Varus, who can
that one easily. No one else on their team actually can right now, but
Mumu throwing a bandit toss into the bushes just to check if anyone was there.
I think the real problem right now is that Nidalee keeps tossing out these 500 damage spears, which are really hurting.
Varus teleported
Just
bottom.
teleported bottom. Not expecting that. Looks like they'll probably make a play for Dragon after this, since he is in position for that.
Purple
But
team
the rest of his team
scattering after noticing that blue team has alleviated their pressure in mid-lane.
Varus actually going back instead of doing anything, well, useful to the team. He only has 1,000 gold, so this is not advisable.
This is some odd decision making. Varus
He ended up buying a pickaxe, which...
really wanting that pickaxe, apparently.
Yeah. Cog also has gone back recently and picked up Zeal and Vamp Scepter, but Cog is significantly behind Varus in items. They'll really need a lot of countering for that Varus, or else they'll be in trouble.
I feel that if Purple Team just had some proper ward set up, they could pretty much do whatever they would normally be doing right now, taking turrets. Because Blue Team is just...
Well, and they have the ward at Dragon, but they didn't even make a play for it, which is well, I suppose they don't know that blue team doesn't have it warded, but the blue doesn't actually have any wards on the map at the moment.
Tarek actually just very, very little gold in general, with one GP5 item, had died a lot in bot lane, not able to get that.
Soraka actually running no GP5 items, but because of her a surprising 80 CS, yeah, and the fact that she's been getting enough kills and CS, kills and assists, sorry, she does have a significant gold advantage.
That was a big miss.
That was a really bad, yeah. Tark actually has 3,600 total gold this game, whereas Soraka, even though she doesn't have any gold for 5s, is up at 7,000. That's a 3.4 thousand gold advantage right there. That's half of what they're down by.
Tarek's saving up gold right now for a rainy day, it seems. Really should go back and buy 10 wards even. Just place them in the jungle. Get that vision of blue team to just make smarter decisions.
The fact that they've been warding and then not doing anything with the wards is actually giving blue team a huge gold advantage as well.
Pink's going down from blue team onto Baron. Purple team, no vision of it.
For some
This
reason,
does look like it's going to be a free Baron.
for some reason they only have 2 wards on the map, and both are right by Dragon. 3 even. I missed the third higher one. So Tark just not warding effectively. Purple team has no idea they're doing Dragon. Baron. I am just... Alistair may actually... No, they're fine.
He's good. He's got it. Soraka with heal and wish off cooldown, just in case.
Yeah. And because of her actual 200 AP almost, she does heal for quite a bit more than normal.
So blue team with Baron just gonna keep poking.
Purple team seems to be camping the bush.
Blue team no vision of it though, so Riven popped out.
And it looks like they'll pick up 2 of them, but LeBlanc will use her.
Varus out actually with the team there, so that was huge for purple team.
Varus just soloed Dragon, as we were commenting before, and the timer is 31:50 when he does finish that, so it should be up at about 37:50.
Well, the game lost that long. Purple team.
Well,
Mid lane, all 5 members 5v3 right now. Pinks go down onto Baron, but little do they know that Varus just took it.
also, surprisingly, they ended up doing Baron almost exactly a minute before Dragon, so both Baron and Dragon should be up at the same time, which leads to some interesting plays for both at the same time.
Moo sitting in the bug.
They seem to know he's there. Not quite sure how, but maybe LeBlanc was just scared.
I call cheats from LeBlanc's friend in the future. Like 3 minutes in the future.
Clearly, that's actually what we've been doing too. We've been sending them hints. Unfortunately, ours aren't working.
Purple minions look like they might be able to take Tundra here. Nope. Blue minions say, screw you guys, you're going home.
And here's Soraka. She is just getting a huge amount of gold from the minions. Tark has 0 CS, and Soraka has 90. Soraka actually has more CS than their jungler.
That is a sad sight to behold.
That is a sad sight.
Oh man, that is stun. Oh my god, so much damage out of that little Lordable.
Did properly use his Deathfire Grasp, which is an essential part of playing Vigor, one that I failed hardcore at. So I'm rather impressed by that.
That was a big pick. But Varus, Nidalee, Alistair still.
They are actually only down 1 kill right now, but that's a little misleading since they are down almost exactly 6k gold right now. And that gold disadvantage just keeps going up because they keep farming the side lanes and getting Barons and Dragons. Whereas Purple Team just seems to stay mid most of the game, really.
They're both barely missing their skill right
Interesting.
I guess when there isn't a turret that forces them. That forces Purple Team to more or less stay still.
Yeah. Interestingly, Kog hasn't been using his ult to, or her ult in this case, to harass almost at all this game.
Blue team looks like they're going to take the blue buff from Purple Team, denying that resource. And blue minions.
And my fellow caster is having issues talking today.
Yeah.
And this is Cam in with the mock.
Blue minions all over the map. No wards from either team right now. Relying on that CV to give them.
Interestingly,
whatever
Varus
they want. Set cooldown.
Varus is already at level 18, which is a big advantage for blue team. They looked like they were about to try and jump on someone from the bush, but instead Nidalee seems to be...
Oh, Amumu, no, what are you doing?
But Amumu...
Alistair saving Amumu right there.
Amumu's life.
That is the one thing I hate about playing Alistair.
Oh, and Vigor lands a stun. Not going to be able to...
Does a lot of damage.
Does?
Oh,
The damage
don't...
But
That is not what you want to do when you see that there's arrows allowed.
Luckily, they are going to pick... Oh!
Nope.
No! He dodges the Riven ult with his flat. Just
gets
managed...
squished by Soraka as well.
Yep. Just managed to pull that off there. That was a nice play by Alistair and Soraka.
But yeah, that... I did not like how they're clumped up.
They just stayed there. I'm not sure if they're quite aware what Varus' ult does yet. As you mentioned earlier, he is only a week old.
So for those who don't know, Varus' ult is a skill shot that will only hit champion, and it's similar to
Morgana's binding.
Morgana's binding mixed with your ulti, and that when it hits the target, it'll shoot out tendrils and snare whoever's hasn't already been affected after a couple seconds.
However, if you do get outside of the range, you will not get snared, which was what we saw them not doing there. They all stayed within the range and all of them got snared, which just led to Vigor being picked off without any real consequences for the blue team. Amumu looks like he's actually quite tanky now, picked up a Catalyst and a Giant's Belt.
Interesting choice of
Riven,
just straight up health as opposed to any sort of...
And Riven hasn't built any resistances, but has built 2 Bloodthirsters, which is odd.
Because when you're even, you gotta stay as even as possible. But yeah, a lot of squishier melee from Purple Team than what we would expect from most bruisers and tanks. Varus probably going to do that. They'll probably, keep them under control. Movement throwing out a base card, barely missing one.
Speaking of that Tark a bit back, he did actually end up going and getting a heart of gold, but he got that at about 30 minutes, which is not good at all. In fact, it was about 33 or 4 minutes. So, the whole point of gold for 5 items is to get them in the early game and let the gold stack up. Getting it late like that will not be an advantage at all. In fact, it may be a hindrance.
The dragon has respawned and Baron should be following suit. So
It should be in about 15...
Oh.
It's up now.
But Moon doesn't really all
They pick off... Alistair's ult did go off there. He actually did use it, but died instantly anyway. A nice...
Soraka not with her team right now, just clearing wards as her teammates are being picked apart by the purple team. Instead of Baronade or taking Dragon, they want to take down that mid-turn, which is still full HP. Not sure if I agree with that, but hey, it's 5v2. Pretty much do whatever.
Yup. Mumu missing a bandage toss, which would have picked up a nice kill, but...
Picks going down onto both Baron and Dragon simultaneously.
They seem to be...
and they are electing to do neither.
They seem to be running for their lives, not quite aware of the fact that it's 5v3 and only one of them isn't full health. If they get that stun
landing Soraka landing consecutive ultimates, stuns, knockups, everything. pick.
Blue team's
Ah.
turret has been destroyed.
So
Rampage.
it's now 5v4. Tarek has recalled. What did he buy? He bought a
But
bought a
Alistair's
Zeal.
back and LeBlanc is here too.
Tarek for some reason with a Zeal. Maybe wanting to build a Triforce.
I don't agree
Definitely
with that.
don't agree with
all.
that.
But he should be. Normally, I'd say Tarek should be picking up an Aegis, but since we have a Mumu already picking up one, he should be picking up some supportive items such as a Zeke's or a Shirelia's.
Vegard does finally finish his death cap 40 minutes into the game.
And he should be certainly keeping better ward coverage than this. Jesus. Sorry.
Sorry, buying Zeal, can't buy wards.
Yeah. Actually, somehow, Purple Team's only 2k gold behind now, which they were 6k behind.
And they still maintain that 1 kill advantage that they had. Not sure how this
Other
managed to
round.
happen. Blue team actually really not doing anything with the advantage that they had coming into the laning phase. Just brief moments of poking and seizing up mid-turret, but then just immediately backing out. Blue team did spot that purple team was taking their blue buff, and blue team is going to take dragon.
Still no reward coverage at either Dragon or Baron from Purple Team. At this point in the game, other team members should have picked up on Tarek's complete inability to ward and supplied that, but unfortunately nobody has.
Ping going down onto Baron from purple team, but blue team already headed up there after clearing that dragon.
Nidalee is not with the team at the moment, so if they can get an early fight here, they should be good, but Nidalee's
He's gonna make a different
others.
swing. And tosses, but Blue would just run past the ball. And tosses on Alistair. Does not have the ultimate before he gets knocked up.
All
America
is up to Gan, but they do disengage.
chained onto Vega after the initial tick as well. Just keeping purple team at bay. Mumu quite low, gonna have to recall. The blue ward has faded at dragon as well.
At Baron as well, too.
Whatever.
There was one at Dragon,
Okay.
so we're good.
Kog'Maw is red buff as is Varus. Yellow blue buff as is not LeBlanc.
Though their
What?
buff is up.
Full HP recalling with 2,000 gold. What is she gonna buy? She buys a Deathfire guy.
Which,
Trying to be bursty still, despite having fallen off long ago.
yeah.
Mumu looks like he wants to start a fight here, but they do lose vision of the team.
Vigor
Varus.
with less of a gold advantage on LeBlanc than I thought. Somehow he's only up about 1,000 gold. About 800 gold.
Blue team does ping down Baron, as they may finally go take it.
Because of Purple
Purple
Team's
team.
inability to react, they have been taking some Barons without...
But they're not going to be able to take Baron without Varus, and I think once Purple team notices that Varus is missing, they may
Hopefully,
may
yes.
sense that something's up.
Last time they used...
Oh no, Tarek almost getting caught out there by LeBlanc.
Oh.
Having to burn
Glasses, but so is Tarek. It's general rule of thumb.
Possibly facing the support of Mumu lands ultimate getting heavily into Raka. Needs a ton of damage from Varus and Varus off the cooldown. Able to snare Kog.
Both Soraka and Nidalee get out with very little health. Riven obviously doesn't realize what he's running into. That
I
was...
feel like had Riven been there with a Mumu, Kog'Maw, and Vega instead of Ken Craig, that could have been an easy cleanup.
Varus
Vega in all
is
chat. I have so much damage. Yes you do. Yes you do, you crazy YOLO man. But
I do not have chat turned on, so...
since Alistair did die in that skirmish, blue team did not elect to take Baron after clearing 4 people from purple team.
They were all at about 100 health,
This
but...
is true. But Varus does have a bloodthirster.
And he was full health.
Yeah, all he really needed was just
He
like,
also
tank
was-
it momentarily, or just tank it himself even.
He also was not in the fight, so that may have... why...
Electing to buy a Madrid's Blood Razor, noticing that Amumu has built mostly health as opposed to magic resist or armor.
Unfortunately for him, Amumu does have quite a bit of
Yeah,
magic
he did
resist as well, so that Blood Razor will not actually do anything for him other than the attack speed.
He's going down onto
Oh, he's still
everywhere.
a decent amount of damage. Well, I think most of that is simply...
Oh, a move like this on the Bears turret, but does not have enough damage to just... Or does not have enough life and resist to just keep him there.
Unfortunately, he did not ult, which I believe was... oh, no, it just came up. Yeah, it just came up.
And blue team is 4 mana each band without their...
Which is kind of surprising, really, but they seem to do it without too much of an issue.
Not admire purple team's resilience in this game, though.
Yeah,
calling them dead, more or less, a long time ago.
Yeah. I think the...
Okay, does get hit by the Bears, and dies.
Bears' ult didn't spread to the others this time, which is good. Nice done by Vigor, as usual.
Really on point with those moves, as we open up. Blue team does take down their turret there, and they're probably just going to continue their conquest up.
For interest's sake, we all know Vigor's Q gives him 1 AP every time he kills a minion with it. He has 119 of extra ability power from it at this point in the game. That's not as much as it should be, but it is still a decent bonus. Unfortunately, he does shoot the Deathfire out at Alistair while ulted, so that 30% was reduced by 75%. A nice damage.
You're gonna have a bad. Mid spears just get thrown out at will. Soraka pushing down top turret.
Nobody notices
Alistair.
Alistair does miss his combo, but it doesn't really matter. Amumu
Landed the bandage pop on the Nidalee, but has to immediately run away as there's no one there to back him up.
I didn't watch that. Was that intentionally over the wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
This game is going to be we game up Kog'Maw doesn't really manage to pick up Alistair in the meantime though. LeBlanc quite low, but Varus able to just see through seemingly everyone.
Destroyed Kog'Maw. There's simply no chance there. Tarek flashing away, not necessary, but I understand his
fear. Very, very unconventional builds from both supports right now.
Unfortunately, Soraka's
say the least.
support is significantly better than Tarek's.
Indeed. Tarek apparently wanting to take advantage of his passive, I guess. Actually sells his Zeal and Longsword that he bought some time ago.
He just sold both of them.
And intends to buy...
a Giant's Belt, which is a good supporting item. He looks like he's
better than what he had.
Then he picks up an ability tome, which seems like he's building a Rylai's, which is not a good item on Tyre.
He also sold his wards, his 2 wards that he had in order to buy that amp tome. And by that I mean he sold his 2 wards and then bought an amp tome.
Because he did have enough money for both.
Yeah, he still has 300 gold right now. And you don't get 300 gold in 15 seconds.
This Tarek is being quite a bad player. Certainly not.
Hey, we don't say the here.
Sorry. He has quite a bad build. Sorry.
Rude, Stephen.
Yeah, but you
called for.
Gosh, here's to the rude cage, because that's definitely more of our style.
My bad, guys. This is the rage cage, so screw you, Tarek! Somehow Tarek has actually managed to go this entire 48-minute game without getting a single CS, not even killing a single ward. I'm not quite sure how that's even possible, but...
Well, when you don't have an Oracles or a Pink Ward, it's kind of easy when you think about it.
You'd think you would have got some CS by now, though.
Really taking that 0 CS support meta to
all the way. It's actually costing them big time because though each of the lanes is still up respectively, other than bot lane, Soraka now has 100 CS on Tarek and is doing significant damage in fights with her nearly 400 AP. For those of you who don't know, that actually leads her Qs to be doing 400 damage every couple seconds. They do pick up a kill on Varus, which is very significant for them. Though it did cost...
actually Purple's Q to just...
It did cost the Moon's ult, so...
This may be their last chance to do something with Varus down.
It doesn't appear like they're going to do much.
Mid lane as far as possible.
But...
Pink going down on Dragon, but it is down level again.
Down. Should be up soonish.
Varus talking a bit of trash in all chat right now.
Not overly displeased that I have it turned off. Though they are 5, they're not trying to take this tower at all. Kog should be just poking the tower, but instead he elects to poke champions. Good idea at this point. They need
not exactly with the best wave clear to enable Kog to do that.
True.
The Conqueror is nice, but champions are not going to die to Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw will soon run out of mana and kill this champion.
They did go to give Vigor blue and just noticed that it was down.
Riven just defending top lane from the super minions that responded. And we are back to no wards on the map. No wards 2012.
Also, super minions used to be really nice for catching up because they used to give a lot of extra gold, but they decreased it recently, so really they're just tanky freaking 24 gold. Not a big advantage to farm up on.
Well,
Riven is getting
want to try and ambush from the jungle.
Riven is getting a lot of CS though.
I wonder if they saw that early spear coming from the bunch.
Riven picked up a 3rd Bloodthirster, and though most of the damage he's taking is physical from Varus, he did pick up a Negatron and Murder.
I don't know, that Blight Detonation, those Blight Detonations are pretty painful, as well as that Blood Razor.
The pokes are quite a bit, but I think that in the actual fights, he's getting poked down pretty hard by Varus.
Auto-attacking. And that Black Cleaver gonna help out a lot. But I would have liked to see a GA because, face it, Varus is pretty much their...
Also, I retract that hybrid build that I mentioned about Nidalee earlier.
Yeah.
It turns out she's just building
the weirdest AP Ned build.
It looks like they will be able to catch... Mumu does defend the
very, very far banding toss.
Riven flashing to get an assist, but doesn't actually get it.
And the exhaust being used from...
a Mumu, I think. I don't know.
Actually, it was a Mumu landing the exhaust.
It was a Mumu landing the exhaust. Vigor getting caught out here. Does get the stun off on Soraka, and
does
the team does, but Varus is here, and you see what I mean about Riven taking quite a bit of damage from Varus.
Bandit toss can't get him on the Varus.
Oh, ult on Varus, which is a good idea.
Burst coming down from Purple Team. Oscar ult is down, they're gonna kill him too. Baron has gotten back up, and it is currently just Nidalee and Soraka, or LeBlanc and Soraka, rather.
And
defend.
He is trying to take out... No, he won't be able to.
Kog'Maw, a drunken stupor, just walking up to mid turret, trying to land that ultimate.
Now, he should just be tanking this tower, but they don't have anyone that's significantly tanky except for a Mumu, who has very low health. So
and the blue minions are actually just looking to take the next turret after re-clearing the inhibitor on their own.
Nobody's pinged, and Riven has noticed and is going back, so they will get one turret, but hopefully Riven will be able to stop them from taking that 2nd turret. The minions should spawn just now, yep, so...
And ping's going down from Purple Team onto mid turret. They might be able to get it. They should be able to get it.
They might actually... No. Cog's gonna back off. Baron is back up now. Purple Team in no position to go for it.
Ward or Clairvoyance does go down from Purple Team.
All of Blue Team is up right now.
Yep.
LeBlanc just picked up a Catalyst and a Void Staff. LeBlanc does have some significant items right now, though she does scale very badly. Blue team CVing Amumu at blue, even though they weren't even close, Amumu abandoning it for fear of his life. Kog'Maw goes in to pick it up.
Will Kog'Maw pick it up in time? Soraka does show up.
And Kog'Maw just ditches it completely when Soraka shows up. Though he does
Rhaegar, sorry, this is that action. Does
sorry.
blow up Varus along with Riven.
Kog actually does manage to get it, take blue buff with his red buff, which was surprising. Yeah, he walks right past Soraka here, not aware that she was there, but he does get to safety.
With the death of Varus, they should both onto Baron right now, or at least push out top lane quite a ways so that they can get Baron eventually. But the game sense from purple team right now, not exactly. But
it's like they caught Soraka out here. Should be an easy kill. Amumu and Tara coming. Hopefully they'll be able to push down mid since they don't really want to go for Baron. Like they do, they won't do it. They pick up LeBlanc as well.
And the blue minions are just pushing up on their own in top lane.
And they're
Once again. Just 2 people up right now for blue team, but Varus is up in 5 seconds.
They should be able to get this tower if they try, but Kog'Maw seems to be again poking the people instead of the tower. Champions, that's it.
Varus placing his...
Varus teleporting into the base.
Oh. Hold on, base. Riven doing his best.
Riven's
doing her best to keep him off.
But Riven does
Varus
not have any
super
armor.
minions and those autos.
Riven looks like Riven will win the game here. Or Varus will win the game here.
Very, very cheeky play with that teleport.
I'm not sure purple team was even aware that that was happening.
Varus in chat, teleport for the win. Blue team
Very
victory.
cheeky indeed.
And an unfortunate
Kind
loss for
of a cheese ending to a good game, but
yeah, that had a very, very anticlimactic ending. But
yeah.
that's how it just goes sometimes.
that is how it
Certainly
goes.
better than a surrender, at least. We got a good 56-minute long slobber knocker.
True that. And we can